Hi everybody, welcome to this lightning talk. I'm Jane Holmes, Associate Director of Grants at UFI, and with me are Jules and Jonah from We Are Blend. We gave them a grant last year.
Thank you very much.
Our VocTech Activate grant.
No refunds.
No refunds. We'll bring this to life, and they're going to tell you more about it. So, over to you.
Brilliant. So, hello everyone, I'm Jonah.
And I'm Jules.
And we're the co-founders of Blend. And we're on a mission to train, retain, and engage the next generation of frontline workers through short-form video learning. So, as Jane kindly mentioned, we're funded by the UFI Activate grant. And we use the grant to help us launch our app and our compliance courses, which we're going to show you today. In this short talk, we're going to talk you through the problem we set out to solve. We're going to show you some examples, and we are going to give you some top tips on how to train the next generation through short-form video learning. So, as you can see here, this isn't AI, this is real. Jules and I both began our careers in hospitality. That's me as a piazzolo, and that's Jules serving dim sum. And hospitality for me was that gateway into the career I then set out to build, which was in the creative industries. I became a video producer for brands including Shell, BT Sport, Microsoft, and Nestle. And as someone who's dyslexic and struggled with early education, hospitality was my gateway into the wider working world and gave me the key people skills that I still use today.
Now, hospitality was my first job too, and when I tell you that I've worked in all areas of hospitality, I have worked in Asian restaurants, I've worked in bars, I've worked in cafes, I've worked in fine dining, I've worked at Lord's, I've worked at Wimbledon, and through hospitality, actually, I was working at my first smoothie bar job in Australia, and that led me to dip my toe into the tech industry where I first started working at Uber Eats. And since Uber Eats, that took me to the next 8 years working across startups and scale-ups in Oslo, the Middle East, and now London. So hospitality really was that leap into tech for me. It allowed me to learn all these transferable skills that I'm still learning today, and what really made me love the hospitality space and why we're still building in the hospitality space.
Or from dim sum to Stephen Bartlett, as Jules likes to say. So fast forward to today, where UK hospitality employs 3.5 million frontline workers in the UK. That's roughly 10% of the adult working population. However, since the B word, Brexit, a shortage of trained staff has cost the industry significantly, and employers are turning to the next generation to plug this gap. However, inexperience comes at a cost. With national minimum wage for younger workers at a record high, many employers simply don't have the resources or the bandwidth to train up and develop this new generation. And hospitality onboarding is a costly and repetitive process. Food safety, health and safety, allergens, fire safety. New staff members are expected to do 15 hours of basic compliance training before they even get started on shift. For operators, with staff turnover as it is, 60% of staff don't make it past the 90-day probation mark. This is a repetitive cost. For employees, boring, time-consuming, mundane, box-ticking. This is more like a school exam than the start of a new career. But don't worry, introducing Blend, where TikTok meets workplace training for the next generation of frontline workers. So our microlearning platform allows operators to train and track their workforce much faster and boosts engagement for a younger generation of workers learning on mobile. Now, our courses come with certificates accredited by IOSH, which can be downloaded on the app, making us the wallet and the hub so workers can start owning their hospitality and key skills as they go from job to job.
Now, we wanted to give you a little taster of some of the compliance courses that we actually built through the VocTech Activate grant. We're going to start off with a little insight into Natasha's Law, which is a module that is a part of our allergy awareness course. Now, everybody listen closely because there will be a pop quiz at the end of these 3 videos. Take it away, Jonah.
In 2016, a 15-year-old girl named Natasha lost her life after having an allergic reaction to a sandwich that contained sesame, which wasn't listed on the ingredient list. That's why Natasha's Law was enacted in 2021, requiring that certain foods have clear and obvious allergen labels.
Just a quick glimpse, but you can see that is very, very engaging and easy to watch. Now we're going to give you a glimpse into our responsible alcohol training.
Don't sell alcohol to anyone under 18. If you think they're under 25, ask for ID. Your customers will expect it if you've got a Challenge 25 poster behind the bar. Passport and driving license are fine. So is military ID or a proof of age card with the pass hologram on it. You can accept ID from other countries as well, of course. The main thing to look for, does it have a holographic mark? If not, you don't have to accept it.
And lastly, a little glimpse into how to perform CPR.
Here's how to perform CPR. Place the heel of one hand in the center of their chest. Put your other hand on top and interlock your fingers. Keep your arms straight. Then push down firmly about 5 centimeters. Do this 2 times per second, same rhythm as Staying Alive by the Bee Gees, or Baby Shark, do 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 do.
Okay,
Compressions.
one thing we can absolutely guarantee is that every single one of you will have Baby Shark in your heads for the rest of the evening, so do apologize about that. But we weren't joking when we said we were going to do a quiz. So can anybody raise their hand if they can remember when Natasha's Law was enacted? What year?
Go on, someone shout it out. Right, easy. There you go, 100%.
Well done. Good learners in the room.
Someone walks into your bar and they look under 25 and they show your ID. What is the main thing you're looking for in that identification document? Yep, very good.
And last question, during CPR, how many times per second do you need to make compressions? Everybody passes your compliance training.
And
Well
what
done,
is the
guys.
most annoying song that's going to get stuck in your head all night now?
Baby Shark.
Baby Shark, yeah. So with our head of learning, James Moore, we developed our courses to adhere to a set of short-form video training principles. Number 1, duration. All our courses are broken down into a series of micro-learning modules. Each module and each video itself should be no longer than 90 seconds long. Hook. Always start each video with a reason to care. In that first 3 to 5 seconds, show the viewer why they need to pay attention and keep on watching. Relatable. All our presenters are young. They have a social media following in their own right. They aren't stuffy, and they're certainly not AI. It's extremely important for the viewer to relate to the person they can see presenting to them on screen. And then, of course, the biggest of all, mobile first. Shoot everything in 9:16 portrait, so it's optimized for learners learning on mobile, on the way, on the bus into work, or on shift.
So, since launching our compliance courses, which we did through the VocTech Activate grant, we were able to have an incredible success story. So we launched to over 20 companies, and since then we've had over 1,000 app downloads. And bear in mind, we launched at the in Q4, towards the end of Q4 of 2025. So we've had a lot of traction, issued over 5,000 certificates, and had a 94% rating. So we also validated that customers were more likely to sign up to the courses and to take the courses if the courses were accredited. So that really gave us the stamp of approval and showed us for the next steps of our roadmap, we need to get courses accredited and keep building. We also had a great stat that was 89% of managers said that if the courses were accredited and IOSH approved, they would then purchase further courses. So next up, we want to tell you a little bit about our customer success stories. So for anyone that doesn't know Fair Game, I'm aware not everyone is from London here, but Fair Game is a competitive socializing company. They have 2 venues at present. So one venue is in Canary Wharf and the second is St. Paul's. Basically, it's like an indoor adult fairground where you just go and get some drinks and go and play some fairground games. It is very fun, I guarantee it. We've been there before.
Hook the duck for adults, basically.
Yeah. They came to us with a really unique way that they wanted to onboard and launch a new venue. So typically, you launch a new venue, you've got lots of employees that know what they're doing, and then you just sort of filter them out to the next venue. They wanted to launch a brand new venue with 130 new Gen Z staff that had never worked in hospitality before within 2 weeks. So they came to us and they said, can we do this? We want to get all of our staff compliant within 48 hours. And we said, absolutely, we love a challenge. So we went in and we sat with them and we basically launched 130 employees on our compliance training, and they actually, 94% of them became accredited within 24 hours, and obviously 100% were accredited within 48 hours. So we're really proud of that. 850 certificates have been issued, and here is a little insight into what they thought about our training.
I think it was very easy to navigate and learn about my position in fair game at the front of house position. It was easy for me to train and understand my position.
Really enjoy Blend. It's convenient, reliable, and easy to use. Like, it's straightforward, it gets to the point, and you're able to complete your tasks and train effectively.
We didn't pay them, we promise.
Another type of customer we're going to take you through is Ipswich Town Football Club. Now, Ipswich Town Football Club are currently sitting 4th in the championship. Or the
championship.
Jonah likes to tell me I have no idea the difference between any of this, but they're a very cool football.
She keeps saying the Champions League. I've got to
is
calm
there a
everyone down.
difference? I have no idea. He's still trying, but we had a great success with them. Basically, football stadiums are really unique customers because they have these games, matches that they it's not like every day that they're working, you know, you have a live game and then you have an away match, so they work in this like different shift capacities. So they came to us and they said, we want to get all of our employees accredited in the food and beverage spaces. So we said, great, let's do it. So so far we've issued 400 certificates with them. They've been absolutely exemplary. Like, look how many courses have been failed, less than 6%, and so successful that they now want to roll us out to all their stewards and all of their security. So we went to Ipswich Town recently and we went and tested them on some of our courses to see if they'd learn anything. So here's us testing them.
A sausage roll on the stadium floor, leaving it for 5 seconds and then reserving it.
It's got to be off the pitch. Red card for that one.
Cooking chicken to 75 degrees Celsius.
No foul.
Washing your hands for 5 seconds.
Red card.
Checking a probe thermometer without cleaning it.
Oh, red card, yeah.
Is alcohol allowed on the stands during a football match?
Red card.
Freezing food on its use-by date.
Can I give them a yellow card?
Blue plaster in a food prep area.
No foul.
Fridge is running at 3 degrees Celsius.
No foul.
Reheating food more than once.
Yeah, okay.
So as you can see, it's not just for Gen Zs.
There you go.
But yeah, so we've had great success with a wide range and diverse range of customers. Our next customer that we want to show is our day one customer. They're called Sushi Dog, and they've been with us from the start. They have grown with us from 4 locations to 13. So we've helped them triple in size over the last 2 years, and they are huge advocates of us, so much so that there is a 99% adoption rate that we are very proud of. But they're growing so quickly that we have to grow with them, and we have to keep up with them. So we've had to help them get accredited and get all their employees up to scratch with the training as they launch new places left, right, and centre. So Nick, the founder, will talk us through a little glimpse of what he thinks about Blend 2. And just before I get onto that, Sushi Dog is a sushi burrito company, as you can see in the image. If you're not London-based, they also do poke bowls. Very delicious. If you haven't tried them, definitely go out and give them a chance.
And very important for Jane, they've just launched in Birmingham.
We're trying to get to around 20, 30 sites in the next 3 or 4 years. Blend has been a real game changer for us. We have quite a young workforce and they find it easier to engage with content that's on their phones. They love being able to pick up Blend and it's something that feels really familiar to them. It feels modern, it feels like something that they're used to.
Big advocates of Blend. So we want to say to you, so now that you've seen what our customers are saying, this is all part of a bigger trend. So we wanted to go through some of the learnings and future trends. So basically, learning is becoming part of the scroll. So consumer platforms have reset customer expectations and consumer expectations. TikTok's new STEM feed is basically getting people to learn through the STEM feed. So you're learning through the TikTok platforms, basically. People are now engaging with platforms that they already are used to engaging with. So that's Instagram, that's TikTok. People are learning at looking at this short form, real style content. And that's what they're used to, so that's how they are learning. Training absolutely has to fit into the flow of work. So 80% of the world's global population are considered deskless. So these people aren't sitting down at computers every day, typing away at their laptops. They're working, so they have to work in the flow of the work. And training has to be inclusive and accessible to all. So 1 in 7 people in the UK are neurodivergent. People learn in different ways. People absorb information in different ways. Lots of people are English native, but non-native English speakers too. So we have to have learning that can be adaptable, and there is no one-size-fits-all with training. So one key point to highlight in this is not just a hospitality problem.
So sadly, we have finished our UFI Activate grant, but don't worry, we continue. And Blend is on to some exciting stuff. So next week, we're going to be launching at Wembley Stadium with the upcoming international games through Freeman's event supplier, with something we're very excited about. We really see stadium staff as a key area for us to explore. And we are exploring opportunities in early care sector. We're talking to a number of nursery chains, seeing the exact same problem that you're seeing in the hospitality space being replicated in the nursery space as well. And then lastly, last week we actually filmed our first soft skill course, customer handling, complaint handling, and upselling. So we're seeing this isn't just a hospitality problem, this isn't just a compliance problem, this is the future for how to engage the social media first generation into the future of work. So guys, I think we're on time, and thank you for listening. We're Blend, TikTok style learning for the next generation. We have a stand over there. You can do a little demo of our platform. We'll be opening our seed raise soon. And we would like to hear your questions, and let's get blending. Yeah, so Blend is B2B SaaS. So we work with businesses. So at the moment, we charge roughly sort of between £1.50 and £3.50 per employee per month. But something we are actually beginning to explore now is the marketplace. So we're also now opening this up to B2B2C as well. So that's another route we are exploring, but predominantly we're B2B.
Because once you've got all your certificates, what's the how they're valid for how long? When's the expiry date? Because you don't want to pay every month if they're done with all their
all of our compliance training is valid for 2 years, and it's all accredited by the Board of IR. So you have a stamp of approval on your ticket, on your certificate, and you have an expiry date on it. And on our platform, you can set reminders, so you never have to worry about your staff running out or getting into trouble with the EHO.
But to the point you're probably alluding to, we're not just compliance. I think that's what we're talking about today. We also do all the personalized onboarding and training for the companies as well. So through our platform, they also do their branded training, their practical training as well.
Okay.
Do you have any advice for reusing content across multiple platforms?
Yeah, that is a really cool point, to be honest. Like, our mantra is sweat the assets. So particularly some of our back-of-house staff creating content in kitchens, we say that content is perfect for social media as well. So it's all about the duality that you can get from this content. So if you've got great social media teams making amazing marketing content, why not get them to also be involved in the internal content production? And then you've got a dual, usage with your assets as well.
Can individuals take their certificates and use them elsewhere?
Yeah, I mean, this is the main thing that we're looking to pioneer. We want to download those certificates, take them from job to job, and be that kind of skills passport for the future.
Be Blend accredited is where we see that going.
Brilliant stuff. Thanks ever so much, Jonah and Jules. If you've got any more questions for them, do go and see them on their stand, which is just around the corner, while we get ready for our next lightning talk in 10 minutes. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.